Just want to get this night quick and simple out of the way. I'm not here to make it too long or complain. I'm not judging. Well, yeah, I'm judging because it's not about sync outs. Yeah, I'll have to remake that video because you couldn't hear my voice. Probably you couldn't hear what I was saying because of the music and I screwed up editing and something is just missed wrong. It just went wrong. Here's about film theory in their theories. I think the thing is, it's just I'm all for a good theory and all, and there's evidence, but the evidence has to actually, show it meeting. If you have evidence that doesn't back anything up, or it's just not as good as you originally thought, it's not really evidence. Then it's just you overcompensating, overly exaggerating what it is. Like, here's what got me thinking. First of all, it's what's his name and his gravity fall theories, and he just released a new one, his B movie, which is I like to point out it's a movie for kids only, not adults. So why? Question actually, why is, if you are doing theories, why are you doing theories on kids movies that are for kids, not middle-aged men who are growing? If you don't like the movie, then don't watch it, but don't make a theory on what this, because newsflash, no one cares. They're still gonna watch it. And your ending doesn't help. Hey, that's just a theory. A film theory. So you're basically saying it's just a theory. It has a theory that has no meaning behind this. Especially if you get over, like your Star Wars theory. You over exaggerated it and you did not take responsibility for ruining it. First of all, you did not take responsibility for ruining the movie because a bunch of people, like billions of people, liked and watched your video and thought you're right and you're right on it, but you didn't, and you're really why blah blah. I really don't care because I don't remember, and you didn't take responsibility for ruining the movie for them because you never saw it and you didn't make a theory about before seeing it. Over exaggerated, you overestimated yourself and you overestimated what happened. See, you're doing this again in your Gravity Falls theory. Like, compare little bits of details and consequences that have no meaning behind it. You're doing this again. You did in your Star Wars theory, and you're doing it in Gravity Falls. Bill, I don't have concrete evidence of why Bill Cipher is dead, but do I really need it when we all saw it? Stan regained his memory Stan got his memory erased. The point of erasing his memory was to erase Bill. And I get you explain how the ray works, but if that's the case, then shouldn't Stan remember Bill? And he doesn't. He only has a memory of that people cared about. And I doubt Ford or Gibber or Mabel are gonna bring up Bill again. Gravity Falls is over. It's been over for like a year now, or 2 or 3 years now. It's been over and it's been over. And I think it's over because the episodes took too long for just a single episode. It just took too long. I'm getting off track here. Basically, you overestimate. Like them both saying Sixer, it's just a thing. Bill did to probably spite Ford. Stan said because they were brothers. Eeny, meeny, miny, you. That's just a phrase they both did. Stan did. And Bill did because it's Bill. Even when the whole thing with the statue of Bill taking over Stan, we all saw him get punched out of existence. His words are probably just some kind of teaser. I don't know. Look, the thing is, you need to stop over proportioning your theories and actually think about it. I figure you will learn. You will learn from this due to your Star Wars theory meltdown. And you didn't learn because you are over proportioning things again with the whole again. You haven't learned, and unfortunately, I don't think you ever will learn unless someone tells you this and someone sits you down to explain why you're wrong. Sorry, bad hair day. And I know this is unprofessional of me to do this. I'm having a bad hair day. Just here, fix this and this. And I'm just some run-of-the-mill guy. I'm just some run-of-the-mill person who doesn't have a fancy editing team or some. I'm just using my phone to record this and say this. I'm just an average guy who just. I'm basically an average guy who has an average life and has average who has his own thought process on what works and what isn't work. Alright. Some of this stuff says it might be a coincidence. Some of this probably is, it might well be a coincidence, and the others will probably do it on purpose because they want people to believe that. But it's not. They're probably doing it because they want the audience to believe that Bill might make a return. His statue is. I have to point out that Bill left his original statue, his body, to enter for. They defeat Bill by removing him from his body, which turned into a statue. It's just a hunk of rock, nothing else. But the more, nothing less. A piece of rock that's probably gone and will disappear into. Let me just pause this. Alright, sorry about that. Anyway, I'm just saying. Actually, what the point of this video. Okay, the point of this video is to get you to. No, I don't think I can make you stop. I can't. I don't have the power to do it, and if I did, I would. And I don't think YouTube would do it. And I'm not surprised YouTube has demonetized. I'm surprised YouTube. Well, I'm not surprised. YouTube didn't demonetize you because you're not doing anything wrong. You're just giving your opinion. And that's the point. Is you can't be demonetized for making your opinion. Although somehow Logan Paul didn't seem to demonetize. You know, he filmed a corpse and he said sorry, but that doesn't really explain everything. Not gonna point anything out. Just go look up a certain channel. You can either go on Logan Paul's channel or look up on a certain channel. I'm not trying to give away any hints of to get in trouble, because God knows YouTube. This is just no. It's nothing to do about YouTube or anything. This has something to do about you and you overestimate yourself. Your theories are fine, alright, but they don't have any. But some of them don't have much meaning or depth behind them. Some of them are just speculated and made out of coincidences and hopeful wishing. Look, I don't think Bill's dead. His body's a piece of rock, gone. His spirit, his action, his spiritual, or whatever you want to call it, got erased. Stan punched him out of existence. And I'm pretty sure that if the fire itself burned him away, everything was gone. And Stan regained his memory to certain events that triggered his primitive. Now, what you're saying is true, and Bill somehow might be able to come back to Stan. Wouldn't he have to remember Bill in order for him to exist? And since Stan has forgotten about Bill, there you go, he's gone. He's gone forever. His body's nothing but a piece of rock. And the whole thing with re-recording everything in the Notebook, it just seems like it's just for fun. It's just to poke at people's fancy, just to, make them feel something. I don't know. Pretty sure they did just to do it. They didn't have any real healing. They weren't teasing anything. I mean, I get it. And they never very specified what the canon part of the manga, the book. It was non-canon, but they never really specified what was canon. You just assume that the part where Dibber asked about Bill was canon, but there's any speculation of what's canon, what's not. No one really speculated. I don't know for sure. If they speculated that the piece you're talking about is canon, but they didn't say it. They said one piece. You said one. They said one piece in particular in the book was canon, but did they really specify what it was? No. Basically here, you need to stop overestimating and your theories off of what you think is overestimating yourself and your theories, and make sure you base them off actual stuff, and make sure you know what it is. I'm not trying to take over your channel, because that would be just me wrong. I'm here to make you understand that you can't make theories about evidence, or make a theory off something you don't like and you have a problem with. Because a bunch of kids movies, who spends half an hour of their life making theories on a kids movie that's meant for kids, not adults who ruin them. You're better off just leaving that stuff alone. Some stuff is best. You know what they say? Some stuff is better off left alone. Anyway, that concludes my discussion of this. Peace.